I can babble, I can chirp, I can tweet, everything. Okay, so last year, I decided two things were slowly missing from my life. Speaking my mother tongue because my children had grown up and left the house, and cooking. Cooking was never my passion, but I used to cook for my children with a lot of love. I was missing both. The second one because I traveled for work Monday to Thursday, and then Friday you eat out, Saturday you sleep, and Sunday you leave for your trips again. So I said, how do I make that right? So let me teach my language. So I found a school, a volunteer school, a school run by volunteers to teach my language, and I said, I want to teach. And they said, yes, 6th grade is open. I said, no, I want to learn from the children. What is the lowest grade you have? They said, we have 4 years old. I said, yes, I will teach them, because I don't have to teach them, right? I just have to play with them. So they said, yes. And then we had a syllabus written. We had books printed. We charged each parent $20, and the parents felt great because they were getting a book for $20, written in my language, that is called Tamil. And we had a curriculum. We had a lesson plan, and the school administrator was sending emails day in and out to parents on how to do their homework and what to prepare for classwork, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to teach these children Agile, right? And I don't have to tell them it's Agile, right? So I would look at the lesson plan. One day it was colors, one day it was shapes, one day it was animals, one day it was parts of the body, and I'm like, I can take a shape, and the shape can have a color, and I'm teaching 2 lessons at the same time. And if the child holds it in his hand, it's learning a part of the body, right? So that is how I taught. And I had to teach them to speak. Unfortunately, I had forgotten to speak my language. So I would say, I'll say a few Tamil words for you. I would say one, which is colloquial for one. A child got up and said, Raji miss, Wondre means the correct pronunciation. And I said, oh my God, thankfully he won't go home and tell this because he's only 4 years old, and I gave him a chocolate. So, and each child would come to me for stickers, right? And we all used to sit in mats, and they gave us table and chairs, and I refused table and chairs for these children because the chairs were so big and the children were tiny. And half the time, we had to focus on making them sit on the chairs and not fall. So I said, no, let's get a carpet and let's sit down. So my class of 6 students would sit on the floor, and the other 3 classes, each of us had 5 or 6 students. They were sitting on tables and chairs. And slowly, those children would walk over and come and sit on the carpet with us because the activities were easier. We were all doing the same activities, right? We were looking at shapes or colors, we were coloring, and they started coming and sitting on the carpets with me. The following week, the school gave everybody carpets to sit on the floor. It was the right thing to do for 4-year-olds, they sit on the floor. Now, we don't have to worry if they're going to fall down, and if they roll, it's okay, right? And it was easy for me. I could sit on the floor with them. But one of the teachers said, oh my God, you're now their grandmother. And I felt so bad. Is she pointing out that I'm older than her? Yeah. But because we sat on the floor and the children had to sit for 2 hours in the class, they started putting their head in my lap. And when a child puts its head in your lap, you don't toss it away. So you say, okay, lie down. And then another child comes, because it is also tired. They are there from 10 a.m. till 12 noon on a Saturday morning, after doing 5 days of, swimming and preschool, etc. And on Saturday morning, from the Tamil class, they had to go to swimming and other classes. So they would have had less breakfast or more breakfast. They were extremely tired. They put their head in my lap and I'd say, okay, lie down and things like that. When I found that this teacher was, she was opinionated. She was trying to call me Raji grandmother and all, and it didn't hurt me, but kind of irritated me. So I said, there's nothing wrong in a child lying down in my lap. She said, no, it thinks you're its grandmother. I said, no, I'm not its grandmother. It's just a comfort feeling for the child. And the whole of last year was a great experience for me, and we started our school back last week. 2 weeks ago, and last week was the second class. This Saturday I'm here and I won't be there with the students, but that's okay. It's a new set of students, a new set of experience. Everybody is sitting on the floor now. Whatever lessons I taught spontaneously for the children, we have added it as part of our curriculum. We still have supplied books for $20, but I know it's for the parents and not for the children. They are not going to use it. And I look forward to this year. Thank you.